Oh, here we go. Hey, welcome to an Unleashed Q&A. This is the second episode, and right now we got a question from I'm in your thread, man. Vanilla fried rice, and I'm putting you on the spot, man, as well as myself. I saw your question, I thought it was interesting, so I decided to just hop on camera and answer the shit. So here we go. Having trouble with the approach, but I really shouldn't. That's the title. I'm the type of guy who should have no problem cold approaching a girl. Okay. I'm a salesman, so I know I'm not afraid of rejection because I get rejected multiple times a day, every day. That's what's up, man. I've heard salesmen compare, talking to women to sales, sales that I mean it is similar. I mean, at the end of the day, you do have to cold approach people. So, that's a good thing, man. That's what's up. I know I'm not shy around girls because I have attained sorry, just eight. I've attained a triple digit notch count, not as fulfilling as some of you newbies might imagine it would be, by the way, which is true, through online dating. Wow, props, man. You should put it out. Damn, dude. You should put out a product or some shit, yo. Teach me your ways 100 through online dating, man. That's some shit. Anyways, I know I'm not afraid of people witnessing me get shot down because I regularly attend martial arts competitions. I've even been choked unconscious during competition before. Props, man. Respect, man. That is definitely it takes a lot of balls to go into another competition, which is one on one with another man. There's no team or anything like that. So, props on that. Also, and all that being said, I've almost never been able to cold approach a girl. I don't know why, and I don't know how to figure out why. I don't even feel like I need to add more notches. I just want to know that I can meet a girl that doesn't have an online dating account, a girl that I would otherwise not be able to meet. Wow, that's interesting, man. Nah, I definitely feel you, man. It's definitely it's a feeling of freedom when you can meet a girl anywhere at any time in a non-social environment, aka you're not relying on school or work or a club or friends of friends or alcohol. There's no crutches, there's no other X factor, there's no specific environment or place that you have to be. Like, you can literally meet a girl anywhere. That feeling is an amazing feeling, and once you just have that feeling, you can relax a bit. It's just that feeling of knowing that you can, and once you know you can, you can kind of you can relax a bit. You don't need to go out and do this shit every second to validate to yourself, but you just need to get to that point where you can do it, so you can just look in the mirror and be like, okay, I can meet a girl at any point, anytime. I don't need to feel a panic because I know I can make it happen consistently and at any point, anytime. No matter if I get blown out 20 fucking times in a row, I know that the next time I could just light it on fire, and that chick right there will just possibly spend the rest of the day with me and something even more. That is definitely a feeling that I can relate to. As far as giving you advice on how to call, I mean, at the end of the day, I could just do the logical thing and say to just do it. It's not a big deal, etc. And but I feel like as a salesman, I mean, you know all that shit already, being in sales and whatnot. I could give you an actual practical advice, maybe physically, like right before. I don't know about you. I mean, I boxed for a year, which ain't shit, but anytime before a sparring match, whatever the case was, I would take a deep breath. You take that deep breath, and then you just go. You just go, man. And a lot of times that works for going up to women on the street. You just take that deep breath and you go. Some people even count down from 3, 2, 1. That might be a good thing too, because then your mind can just focus on that 3, 2, 1, that deep breath, and then you just go, man. You don't really think about it. Actually, for me, a lot of dudes go by numbers, and I never really liked going by numbers whenever I would go up to women on the street, because I felt like that kind of set me up to overthink shit to a certain degree. Like, oh, I'm gonna go up to that 7, and I'm gonna warm up with 7s, and then I'm gonna go up to the 9, or she's super hot. I didn't want to treat any woman differently. I just wanted to go, okay, she's pretty, okay, go. That's it. That's all I wanted in my mind. I wanted to be as simple as possible. I didn't really want to be thinking of the open. I just wanted to just go. Just keep things as simple as possible when it comes to the open. A lot of people are like, how should you open? And this is true. There's direct, there's indirect, there's situational. Situational is probably the best. But ultimately, you want to keep things as simple as possible when it comes to the front end, because that is usually one of the hardest. That's that first big hard hurdle, is that actual first approach. So to keep things as simple as possible, man, ultimately, there's nothing I can really tell you, man, because everything you probably already know. I mean, you're a salesman. Ultimately, this is a demon that you have to face, and you got to look in the mirror, and it might just take a moment where hopefully it doesn't take a point where you just hit rock bottom, because a lot of times as humans, that's when we truly change, is when we hit some kind of something happens to us or we're just like fed up, and then we'll fucking change. Hopefully you don't have to get to that point. I don't think you have to be. I mean, you sound like, I mean, hey, you smashed 100 bitches online. Clearly you're not that unfamiliar with women. I mean, you can do it. I mean, where do you live at? What is your city at? That definitely plays a role too. I mean, I live in New York City, so you blink twice and like two bad bitches walk by. So it's definitely in your face. Don't even feel like I need to add more notches. Yeah, man. That's pretty much all I have to say, man. I think you have everything you need. But as far as the approach go, I would just give you one piece of advice too. Just be genuinely interested in the chick. Remember, the goal is to build the deepest possible connection, the fastest amount of time possible. Like if you cold approach a girl, there's the opportunity that there's a chance that you may never see her again. My goal is always to get the deepest connection possible in the shortest amount of time possible. And that means focusing on the deepest topics like her passions, her hobbies, her family, you know, into topics, future adventures, you know, even bad things and tragedies relating to those powerful, deep things as quick as possible. Be genuinely interested in her, and then you'll ask questions that actually have genuine interest instead of being so caught up in what to say, because that can fuck you up too. So those are probably one or two things that I would give you to focus on. I don't want to overload you with a bunch of different things, because ultimately I think you have everything you need, man. You just need to keep things simple, and hell, man, just ask for the time then. Shit, ask for directions, dude. Ask for directions. And then when she gives you directions, when she looking at her phone, take that moment to be like, hey, by the way, you have a really cool energy, or you have a really cool vibe. You do something creative, by the way. She says no, or whatever the case is. You go, oh, cool. Where are you from, by the way? She tells you, you can trade that information. Then you can push a little further, or you can just leave, man. That's a good, simple way of testing the water without leaving yourself out there to get rejected. So if you want to be able to approach women without rejection, that's one way, man. Even though in New York City, there's some women you can ask for directions and time, and they'll walk right fucking past you. So that's that. So with that being said, man, thank you. We also have video consulting if for you if more serious, but I mean, obviously that's something you can PM us about. If not, you know, no worries, man. I just thought this was a dope question, so I wanted to hop on. And with that being said, man, vanilla fried rice, I salute you. Good luck, my man, Mr. 100 Notch Count. I see you. I see you, man. Nah, I see, man. Yo, thank you for your question, yo. I hope you enjoyed this answer. I definitely tried to put in what I could.